Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining us. Today we're going to be getting into some A+ content, just the type of videos that make you go, hey, I'm just gonna hand my kid an iPad and let them browse YouTube without any supervision. No, I'm kidding, of course. I'm actually gonna be getting into some really creepy discussions today. Not the discussions themselves, it's about these videos where I guess some guys in their basements, in different parts of the world, I don't know where these people are, they're making these animated videos look like they're kid-friendly. But in like 3 minutes in, and then 5 minutes in, 8 minutes in, weird things happen, like violence, or somebody hits somebody else, or somebody looks like they're dead in a Peppa Pig cartoon. It's really weird stuff, and the only reason these people get away with it is because YouTube only has so many people and such a useful algorithm for determining what's appropriate for kids. So some of this stuff gets through. It's basically people hacking the system and making millions of dollars in the long run. This video that you see right next to me has 9 million views. The comments are disabled, so kids can't read what this video is about unless they watch it. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna subject ourselves to the same oddities that these kids are when their parents basically let iPads babysit them. I want to get into this golden A+ video that's totally meant for kids. Alright. You guys are in for a treat. This one is titled, I think, Daddy Pig Lets George Get Into the Washing Machine. So there you go already. Now when you watch this video, really keep in mind what a kid would be thinking. So, looks pretty normal in the beginning, right? That's by design. That's on purpose. Here's Daddy Pig with his mustard and ketchup. Here's the first weird thing that I noticed. Right in the face. Okay, before he gets into the washing machine, what's the context? You know, I didn't watch like amazing content when I was a kid, but usually there was context. There were layers of story to read into, so that kids, when they're watching something like that's one of the more subtle problems with these channels. They don't actually write a story, they just do outrageous shit and entertain your kids. But it's a serious problem. It's important to have good stories for our kids. Not just good things happening, but actual quality stories. Let's put mustard on our face and go to the washing machine, because those two things are just so connected. Why is the washing machine in the living room, by the way? Okay. I'll answer my own question. The reason the washing machine's in the living room is because these people are lazy as fuck. They don't even overdub their videos with voice actors. Just everything's thrown together, slap this, slap that. And for some fuck all reason, they put violence in there and they normalize creepy behavior. I'll stop talking. Would you want your kids seeing that? I would. It's nothing better than having a kid watch another kid jump into a washing machine. That's safe. Pissing off the parents, that's fun. Alright, so what we got here is George, our little prick kid, standing on a hot dog. His mom comes over to take care of him. He throws the beanie off. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. If you've ever watched Peppa Pig, maybe you have some kids, maybe you have nephews, nieces. George is always shitty in the cartoons. Like, he's always doing bad stuff. The difference here that you will see is that George doesn't learn anything. He's a shit kid all the way through, and he's having a great time. That's the big difference. And also creepy stuff. Let's keep watching. Thank God he stopped. I thought he was going to destroy the snowman. Wow! He's so nice. He's so nice, and then immediately he gets sick. Oh, you know, I was really upset that you did that nice thing for your sister, George. It's really good that you redeemed yourself by sneezing all over your older sister. Those two things needed to be together in this story. It's important for context. I know it's gonna turn into a story at some point. All this stuff is gonna randomly come together, and it's gonna be like a Inception mindfuck. Be like, oh my gosh! That's why the whole thing was stupid. Ugh. Alright. They're eating eggs, chocolate eggs. She ate some eggs, she got sick, and they leave. So, luckily they don't hit anybody on the way. What the? Is she at the dentist? I thought she was sick. What the? I forgot this is the video. So, yay, they have a kid. Hopefully George doesn't sneeze all over them. Probably forgot that they even had George sneezing in the first place. Okay, so hopefully this moment doesn't get ruined. Alright, so George ruins the vase. And here we have Mama Pig chasing George with a sandal. Are we normalizing violence in families yet? No, not quite yet. Because she misses him. Even though... Oh, and listen to that laugh. George is having a great time. This is weird. This is really weird entertainment. Oh, look! Random... It's like a vlog. This is like a lot like a vlog. Just random stuff happening. We take care of a vase, and then immediately we go to cleaning a toilet. I think it's because porcelain, ceramic, those things. So George sits on the toilet, and I think this is the... Excuse me, I'm talking. Oh, that's fun. Oh, here we go. Yep. You couldn't have one of these shitty YouTube child entertainment videos without something just injuring a kid's butt. So, just so you guys are aware, the toilet is a monster and it has teeth. And it bit him in the butt. And fairly enough, George has a phobia of toilets, it looks like. Now, say what you will about other forms of entertainment on YouTube. PewDiePie, for instance. I mean, I don't think that he should be for really young kids, but if we're gonna say channels like him are garbage and just bad entertainment, video games are really bad for kids, those same parents that are virtue signaling about how to parent are using iPads to babysit their kids, and the irony kills me that their kids could be watching stuff like this. Video games are the last thing that you have to worry about, parents. Shut the fuck up. I know it's a little harsh, but I'm a little pissed off. I think kids that are growing up in today's society, kids today need good entertainment. They need context. They need stories that have continuity and have depth. What the fuck is this? It's like a social experiment. Today, we have an experiment going on where the next generation of kids is going to be kids that have parents that are suffering financially. Even middle-class people are suffering. They're suffering and they don't have time to stay at home and raise their kids. There's also the movement of stepping away from the typical family unit. And I think a lot of people are unhappy. A lot of people think that, you know, not having a family is what they want. And a lot of the times it is what people want, and a lot of times it isn't. But I believe that if you have, you know, that desire to have kids and have a family deep down in your heart, and you pay attention to this culture of all these different things, you will find yourself pushing that desire to have kids deeper and deeper down until you don't even realize it's what you would want, or realize that it would make you happy someday. A lot of us want to be at home and be with our families. Why are we telling people that they shouldn't want that? Because it's not actually changing what they want, it's just changing what they do. And when you go against what you want too much, you become unhappy. And I don't think the people spreading all these social justice movements really care about people's happiness. It's to spread an agenda. It's to control words, it's to control your actions, and control your jokes and your thoughts. We will get into this. We will, you know, find other videos that will help me articulate what I'm saying here. I'm irritated. There's a lot of things online that I've been seeing lately that I've been saving in playlists just to talk to you guys about. And I know that it could be a mistake to ignore all the current videos that are happening. I'm going to try not to do that too much. Actually, basically half the time I'm going to try to talk about trending or current events. But I also want to talk about things that are in the recent past, because there is so much out there that could help me explain how I feel about all these issues. And you know, things like what was the speaker? I can't remember the speaker's name, but he was giving people the floor to ask him questions, right? And a lot of social justice people, and one of them was asking him a really loaded question, and something to the effect of, she was implying that we should control people's thoughts. And I know that's not unfamiliar to a lot of you who are, you know, familiar with the SJW movements. They are so sensitive, and they believe that you should not only control what you say, or they should control what you say, not you. You should have no control over that. They want to control how you think. Nobody has control over what you think. And nobody should, okay? Both of those things. But they will try. And, you know, speaking, oh my gosh, this started me on a rant, and I think since I'm I'm gonna be really busy this weekend. I'm not gonna upload a video tomorrow. It's not an April Fool's joke. Maybe it is. Maybe I'll put a video up. No. What was I gonna say? Speaking of controlling what people think, I've been noticing a lot of the big YouTubers that are talking about the YouTube boycott with advertisers pulling out of the YouTube and Google Analytics, or not analytics, the advertising programs. You may have seen, your favorite YouTube, Boogie2988, or PewDiePie, or Steven Crowder, or fucking Computing Forever, Paul Joseph Watson, I don't know. Who else have I seen talk about this? H3H3, Scarce, which I don't watch Scarce, but it popped up. So I was like, oh, I'll find him out. Anyways, you might have noticed this whole thing going on where advertisers are pulling their stuff out. And what I've noticed is a lot of these YouTubers, these big guys, are almost on the money. They're almost, and I don't know if a lot of them are missing the point on purpose so that they don't upset the media too much, but a lot of them are saying that these companies are pulling out of YouTube because they saw terrorist, extremist content playing their advertisements, and they didn't want their ads played alongside those things. That may be the case, but a lot of these YouTubers are saying that's the reason they're pulling out, and that's not the reason. It's an attack on the alternative media, and I'll tell you why. These advertisers have been saying stuff like this for a while, but before they weren't saying it about extremists. They were saying it about political YouTubers and YouTubers that produced content that was maybe sexual, maybe has a curse word or two in it. Now I say that bodes poorly for the advertiser's argument that they're pulling away because of the content on YouTube and they're so moral. It's a bad argument, or it's a bad thing for their argument when before this whole thing they were trying to get their videos pulled off of political content that had some curse words and all that, because on YouTube they don't want to advertise alongside that, right? But on television they will. And if they really cared about advertising alongside videos that talked about politics or news or have curse words or sexual content, which most commercials have sexual content, don't forget, then you wouldn't ever see a fucking ad, one ad ever, on CNN, Fox, MSNBC, ABC, NBC. Like, you wouldn't see an ad ever, but they have no qualms with advertising on those programs. The thing I'm trying to say is that not most, but some of these big YouTubers are missing the point in that they are not pointing out the fact that these advertisers have a motive of getting viewers to dehumanize YouTubers and pull away and go back to television. The mainstream media, I say it in a different way, the mainstream media has lost viewers to YouTubers and alternative media like radio, podcasts, people that are able to talk to viewers not face to face, but through the lens of a camera, and not controlled by big companies. What they say to you isn't controlled by anybody else other than them and maybe the viewer, maybe what you want to hear. It's a scary thing when they retaliate in this way, and it is retaliation. They are taking action to hurt the reputation of YouTube, and they're basically, there are so many articles. Wall Street Journal started this, but you can bet your ass every other publication is quick to jump on the Wall Street Journal bandwagon. They have lost so many viewers. I think Wall Street Journal, for instance, has like a fraction of the loyal fan base that PewDiePie does. Or even somebody like a little bit smaller like Markiplier. I know these are gamer YouTubers. Not really PewDiePie. Anyways, Wall Street Journal only has a fraction of the daily viewers that even a YouTuber has. One person. Do you understand how much power that is? It's a lot of power. And what these publications are doing, I was going to say, is that they are pandering to their current fan base daily. And then they mix in videos, or mix in articles, trying to save the remaining fan bases, the remaining viewers and customers that they have. Network television is lost almost completely, but they still have viewers, and they're still gonna try to retain those. They're probably gonna try to bring a lot of people back, but I don't know if they can. I hope they can't, because it's not good content. It's just not good content. And these guys are all for capitalism. You know, for all the networks that have heads, like network heads, individuals at the head of them, these guys all believe in capitalism, right? They all believe in survival of the fittest. They believe that if you're strong and if you provide what people want, you should be rewarded. You should be elevated to the highest rungs of society, at least economics, you know, financially. But then, when people try to, you know, make something that's better than them, they don't try to make things. Fucking Comcast, all their affiliates, their smaller companies, they didn't try to make better content than YouTubers. They didn't try to be more personal. They didn't try to understand what the viewers wanted. No. Instead of that, they this fucking bullshit. They try to make up for their less ad revenue by extending the commercials, you know, to combat people moving to Netflix and YouTube and Hulu and Amazon Prime. Instead of getting rid of the advertisements, which were the reason for people leaving, or cutting down the excessive commercials, they extend commercial time and take away the content. Guess what happened? More people were pushed away from network television and into the loving arms of alternative media. And I will tell you this, they are going to continue to slander YouTubers as an idea, as a concept, the YouTuber concept. They don't want their current viewers to move over. They don't want them to see them as people, real people. They're going to do everything they can to save their viewer base, and well, not everything they can. They're not going to improve their content, but they're going to do everything they can think of. We can say that, right? Mainstream media is going to do everything they can think of to retain their viewers and slander YouTubers and bring the viewers from YouTubers back to traditional media. Almost got through that whole video without really messing up. Anyways, I kid. I'll see you guys soon. Maybe there's a video tomorrow, maybe not. You'll have to see. Check back to this channel if you want. I hope to see you guys soon. I look forward to talking to you next week, at least, maybe next Monday. If you're moping around your apartment and you're like, I wish Rubber Dorky would have released a video today. I don't know what to do with myself. There's no other good YouTubers on YouTube. Watch some of my old stuff. I have like 70, 60 videos. I have a gaming channel, gaming news specifically. I just went through and deleted all of my bad videos. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Happy April Fool's Day. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. I hope this situation gets better. I'm actually kind of worried. I mean, either way, I'm gonna make videos. That's important to say, in case anybody misinterprets what I'm saying here, what I complained about. If you're on YouTube for the sole purpose of making money from advertisements, you're in the wrong business. A lot of people should probably try to relax. You know, I myself am really irritated at the hypocrisies of these big companies. I don't think we're entitled to get money from them, but I think that what they're doing is sleazy. I think that it hurts our culture as a whole in the long run if people just stick to traditional media. I think a lot of people have been red-pilled. I think YouTube has been a great influence on society and culture. I think that these big companies don't give a shit about culture. They give a shit about having control over viewers and having control over a market. They want you to have nowhere else to go, is what they want. Yeah, if you have anything to say in response, or if you've noticed anything crazy, or if you haven't, you know, feel free to comment down below, and yeah, I'm interested in what you guys have to say. Speaking of Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, I want to make good videos, and I want to expose as many people to my cancer as possible. Alright, have a great rest of your day, great rest of your weekend, happy April Fool's Day, see you real soon, stay safe out there, as always, dork it up.